Welcome to video number 9 of the series. On today's video, there's not really a lot, but there's also a lot. By a lot, I mean it's very informative. So, it's very informative that implement strategy in your life. In many cases, some things strategy is the same as planning or as plan, but we're talking about trading strategy. So at most, the strategy should be based of yourself as a person. That's what we don't really look at. That's what most people actually ignore. The strategy should be just you, but let me just go on, then you'll understand me more on that. So for example, a strategy that aligns with your personality and your lifestyle, as we have many trading strategies. I also currently have just created my own. It's called the MTC strategy. The moment, obviously, MTC, but I know one day this strategy will generate millions, and I'll also teach it to my students as time goes on. So, but for now, I can't really let you in or give you that strategy. But following this series and actually implementing, these psychological traits in your life and actually taking them seriously and into consideration and working on them for yourself and in your life, you must have some sort of self-discovery somewhere, somehow, whether it's little or whether it's big or whether you already know, but you are growing somewhere, somehow by self-discovery. You must, you don't really need my strategy or the strategy I'm currently talking about, because that's mine. If you have your own self-discovery, then you can come up with your own based off yourself and your creation. So mine will just be for those that are not interested in creating. There's always those people that just want to follow and make a quick buck, but we'll let them in because that's not, we'll let them in just because, they just want to follow. They haven't had self-discovery. So, that's not how you survive in the long run. But at the same time, it depends on the path laid for you and the type of person you are. And you never know, that strategy can make someone discover themselves. So, there's lots of things to everything, and everything happens for a reason. But currently in the Forex field, we have many strategies that you can follow or do by yourself, whereas you can even add your own styles to the current strategies, ideas, the concepts that are currently running. That's what we mostly do. We don't just create the strategies, but in the strategies that are already there that we have learned, we actually put in our own way of actually going about it that now works for ourselves and others too as well, depending on how you do it. So, but best guarantee that every strategy works. Every strategy works. It's just that some just work better than others, or just some is just for the season or the time. By that I mean the market may accommodate the strategy for that time, and that time only, because the market is always changing. So if you're not changing with the market, if you don't grow your strategy with the market, then what's gonna happen. So it is important to do research. It is important to do research on the strategy that works for you. So for you guys, I'll name the strategies that you can check out, you can research on, because as much as I can be growing your psychology, but at the same time, in growing your psychology, it has to have information in where now you can actually learn Forex at the same time, and actually pick it. Like, this is the 9th video, this is number 9. We have to pick up the pace, or we have to pick up the level. We can't just now be talking about the mind and the heart and each and everything, but now we have to pick it up and go to where now we're implementing what we have to do. Now we have to go to the physical. So um, yeah, you can do research on one that works for you or that feels right in the strategies that I'll mention. So number one, we have scalping. So I'm not really gonna mention each and every, because there's a lot of strategies, and it's like every strategy is kind of like the same, but it's not the same, because it has a way of, they do things. But you can just research on them. You'll find pictures, you'll find information, and you'll see which one you feel and which one you love, which one you like, and which one you can do, because some are easy, some are hard, some are complicated, some are simple, some is just different. So we have scalping. Number two, we have trend following. Number three, there's swing trading. Number four, we have hedging forex. Number five is Fibonacci retracement. Fibonacci, the way you spell Fibonacci is, I don't know if it's Fibonacci or Fibonacci. So it's Fibona, Fibonacci, Fibonacci retracement. Then we have arbitrage. I think that's how many have I mentioned? Scalping, trend following, 2, swing trading, 3, hedging forex, 4, Fibonacci retracement, 5. Number 6, arbitrage. You spell it ARBITRAGE. That's number 6. So number 7, we have supply and demand. Supply and demand, mainly, it's the same as, or it's not the same as, but you can maybe say, supply and demand is number 7, and slash overbought and oversold. Then number 8, we have running out of steam. Number 9, we have carry. Just carry. When you carry, you have carry. So number 10, we have day trading. So I can only think of those 10 now, but can just do research on the names I've mentioned. Just whatever you feel in your heart, or whatever you feel, you can choose it and research on it. And many such, we have other many strategies, such as ICT and pure price action. So the more you grow, the more you develop, is the more you're gonna know. So I can mention them, and they all work best, but believe you have to choose one that works for you, then stick to it and recreate it. Maybe recreate it to work best for you, and you'll be guaranteed to become profitable in your journey and grow to also assist others in that development, because you're not learning for yourself. So if you just don't want to learn, you just want to take, you always going to learn from someone and then going to stay there. But if you're learning and you're growing and you actually become something or successful, you have to also help others. Don't be a gatekeeper. So never ignore having a strategy in Forex. As you hear, plan and strategy are not the same at all. They connected, but they're not the same. When it comes to the Forex market, be sure to have a plan. Be sure to plan to have a strategy. You get it? You see what's the difference and how it is. So it's very important to follow the strategy that works best, even following signals or paying for them, which is some people's strategies. We can also put that in the line of strategies. What can we say? They can afford, but for us who can afford at the moment, and especially beginners, as we're starting, we have to pave our own path. Even not just being beginners, but the situation. So are you doing Forex in the first place? So we have to pave our own path and follow others that they give free knowledge of their strategies, but it's very rare for people to do that. Most likely someone will show you or tell a strategy that is popular, and that same person will tell you the strategy that everyone knows, or is just hidden, or is just hard to do, and teach you maybe on that. But what you don't know is just that there's a strategy undercovers that they have, like their own special or secret strategy that they can't really tell you. And makes sense. They can't really share it, and it's understandable. It makes sense because what works for someone else might not work for you. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me, and you have to understand that. Then you'll have peace, and you actually create your own, or you can actually move up and boss up, and actually create your strategy that works for you. It's as simple as that. Mind you, I'm all about the psychology on this series, the results or actions, the results and the actions, to show or teach you will come after the series. We'll do more on the results and the actions. So be sure to stay tuned before it's too late, because even if let me not say before it's too late. It means it wasn't your time, and your time is now to actually listen to this. But mainly their time is gonna be now, when I'm a brand, and the results are showing. But for you who's here before I've become a brand and at this time, then you're blessed, because we're gonna be brands together, depending on if you follow. So I know the journey might not be easy, but you'll make it. Just keep learning and growing. Don't give up, and you'll see the results. Keep learning and keep growing. Don't give up, and you will see the results. Anyways, we've reached the end of the video. More videos to come and to watch. You can either go back or go front, depending on if you found this video. Start from one. It won't make sense if you don't start from one. So if we're going together, let's move to our land of milk and honey. Let's move to our promised land, to our promised, so please subscribe, like, and stay blessed.